All right, welcome to another edition of Jive Time Turkeys. I'm at Time Turkeys on Twitter, at Jive Time Turkeys on Instagram, and this episode I'm joined by.
What's happening? It's your boy Dre, the sideline guy. I'm glad Steve's wearing a hat, so I guess whatever's happening in baseball is pro Dusty. So as long as it's pro Dusty, I'm happy. So that was my update. Appreciate the update on the hat. This week we joined by a good brother named John Helms. Is it from Buffalo? I don't want to get this wrong.
Oh, no. Make note about it. No. Originally from Buffalo, no doubt.
Originally, okay, making sure, yeah. So, the brother, we chopped it up for a while, and I went to the house and I saw Bill's stuff, right? And I was like, oh, man, Bison. I was like, wait a minute, no, he didn't go to the house. Oh, this man's a fan. Because, like, when you walk into the door, there's like a flag. What's on the flag? It's the Buffalo Bill logo. And I was like, oh, this is serious.
I mean, once they reach the block, you got to let them know, right?
See?
Before you can get there, you got to let them know where you from, where you repping. Then when you come to the house, it's a whole nother experience. So
yeah,
that's just how you got to do it.
That's how you got. So he set the tone. I was like, okay, we walking into the den. And I just started chopping up with him. And then as he talked more about sports, I was like, oh, he jive. He a turkey. So I was like, yo, woody woo. I said, because like actually the wife said, Dre does this. And it was like, he was like, yo, what night? I was like, Thursday, cool. Because he's locked in. Like I saw the setup. Like he had all the games. He knows what's going on. Like he was like, let's kick it back to this. I was like, oh, you your own red zone. I said in my head. He was his own red zone. Like he had things locked in. Like we knew I was up to date on everything was going on. So we get the turkey talk. He said, yo, he's down. And then he's here. So with all that, I say, welcome, good brother John.
Welcome to the Dre. Yeah, my pleasure to be here, man. Definitely, man. I wanted to come join the Turkeys. I checked out a couple of y'all episodes. Funny dudes, good information. So I just love sports and just wanted to come kick it with y'all, man. So I appreciate the time. Absolutely, man.
No doubt. Last but not least, it's the Sunday. And a long time fan. So
Indeed. So
go Astro.
Yes. So before we get into the NFL talk, World Series is tied at one game apiece, going to Houston tomorrow night. So Friday night, we're recording on Thursday.
on Atlanta.
Yeah, they're going to Atlanta. My bad. They're going to Atlanta. They split the first two games in Houston. I actually watched a good portion of both of those games, and I don't know for Atlanta. It looks like their pitching is about to slow down. So we'll see. I am rooting for Dusty to win one. I feel like he's always been right there or got fired too soon. So I'm definitely rooting for him. In my mind, in my personal record book, stolen from Stu Gatz, that idea, he got one for the Nationals. Like that was his team for the Nationals that went and got that one. So in my personal record book, he already got one, but officially, I hope he gets one this year. So that being said, we turned it to week 8 in the NFL. The first game was supposed to be, on paper, it was supposed to be good. Then we heard that half the Packers wide receivers got COVID or COVID close contacts, and so they were out, their top 3 receivers. But lo and behold, we do have a game going on. It's 17-14 with 2 minutes left in the third. But outside of that, because I want to see how this turns out before we talk about those teams, we do have a couple teams coming off the bye. And so, this is where we definitely, we got the Cowboys coming off the bye against the Vikings on Sunday night. And then the Bills are coming off the bye. And correct me if I'm wrong, they're playing the Dolphins.
So they're playing the third division
Dolphins. Yes, on paper it would be not fair, but it is a division game. The Dolphins are fighting for their lives. It's gonna be close we could talk ourselves into to being close.
Wait, I have a question. So I'm good. My bad, Father. Let me step in.
Go ahead. Ask your question.
So my question now kind of want to pose to John, and it's happened. This is all love, but I don't think it's gonna be anything else. Ask that question. But if they are to be the Bills, this should be a joke game. if they are of the stature we're saying, like they're trying to claim that Patriot stuff. So you need to tell me there's a week when, and once again, Fonz got to look about reality football. I'm not talking about reality football. We're talking about talk football. So don't give me that in between the lines indicating some speech. I'm not talking about that type of football right now. I'm talking about pure fan football. I get it. You had to look like, bruh, you might like, yeah, no, I get it. No. What I'm saying is, if they're supposed to be who they're supposed to be, like it's not the first year they're supposed to be who they're supposed to be. This is, what year is this, John? 3 or 2?
Year 3. I would say year 3.
See,
I mean, we
he
in the
said 3.
playoffs.
I thought he was going to say 2. So if this is year 3 of being who he's supposed to be, I'm playing the Dolphins after a bye week, bro. 3 touchdowns or more. I'm going back on mute. John,
Man, listen, because we coming off the bye week, here's the bad part about it. 2 have been hot, and that's gonna like make the Vegas odds get a little tricky. But make no doubt about it, we were the reason that 2 went out in the first place in the first game. Our defense, it got lit up last game, but it's only one team with King Henry. If King Henry ain't on the Dolphins, if he ain't showing up for Miami, then we should take it without a doubt. But it's a division game, so we have to slow our brakes.
Nah, I don't want that insurance play. Don't do the insurance policy.
No, you're right.
This ain't State Farm.
Right,
Nah, you said it with your chest, and then you kind of insurance policy.
Because this, I put like this: Josh Allen, who's our recent quarterback, he owns Miami. If you go back and look at the numbers, we average.
Don't talk your talk.
Average, he got 30-point wins against them just about every year, whether it's in Miami, Buffalo. He loved the snow. He loved the good weather. It don't matter. So I am pretty confident in that. They got a couple cornerbacks coming back, but I just seen Matt Ryan fight him last week. I think Josh Allen is a little bit better than Matt Ryan at this point. So I don't know, man. I'm a biased person, of course. So I'm definitely just biased there.
Well, I'm not, and he's definitely better than Matt Ryan. Like, it's not a doubt. Like, yeah, I mean, hey, man, look, I am not a Matt Ryan fan, so like,
you are definitely not a Matt Ryan fan. Good Lord,
like, and I did check. It's in Buffalo. It's in Buffalo, so yeah, the spread is 14. So I think Vegas gets this one right, and yeah, I think it's at least a 2 touchdown spread. What were you gonna say, Steve?
I like the Deshaun Watson rumors to go along with that, because either Tua's going to be in his feelings or Tua's got something to prove. So it might be either a blowout or it might be a close game. If it's close, you never know.
Good point, man. They might have put a little something in his fire right there, but man, it's just the best.
But I don't know. Buffalo
by like bad for the young man.
30.
But so here's the thing about those rumors. Like, if he's following the rumors, then
of course he is, bro. Of course he is. He is.
Then if he's following the rumors, then that means he knows he's going to Washington.
Yeah.
So I don't.
He could play the state, though, right?
No.
Oh, he can't play the state? Like, there's nothing he can do with the state?
No. The only reason this deal hasn't been done is because they don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson. That's literally the only reason. If they knew, like, yo, he's going to miss 8 games, the deal would have been done already. Like, the literally only reason it's not done is because they don't know how long he's going to be suspended. If they knew, it'd be done. Like, donezo. It'd have gotten done at the beginning of the year. If the commissioner had been like, wherever he ends up, he's going to miss 8 games. Dolphins been like, bet. Okay, so you mean to tell us we got to string together 8 games with who's their backup? Is it Brissett?
Yeah,
got it.
We got to string 8 games with Jacoby Brissett. Easy money. Let's go. Sign us up. So the literally only reason it's not done is because of that. So Tua can't play the state. Tua can only hope that the commissioner just keeps playing this out. That's the only reason he's still in Miami. Other than that, done. He'd have been in Washington already. Yeah.
Agree 100%. And it seemed like the Texans, they're trying to get him out of here within this next week, but it ain't gonna happen, man. Because like you said, they ain't giving up the details on the law side. So Miami don't want to get hit with the okie doke and be hit with he got to spend it for a year or 2. I don't know, 8 games, like you said, it'd be done deal already. So it's interesting, man.
So it ain't nothing about his cap number?
No, that's what they're telling us. That's what they're telling us.
I'm surprised that the owners, the Texas owners and the Dolphins owners don't have a pool with Goodell to get him to say something to make this move. Because I'm sure if it was Jerry Jones, and it was something where it's like holding him up, Jerry be like, hey, Goodell, we need an answer right now so we can make this move. So I don't know. I know Cal down here is not really the owner, it's his mom. So maybe that's something to do with it. So, but yeah, I agree with Fonz. As soon as they hear the number, it should be done. I don't know if they're gonna make it before the the trade deadline though. That's the only thing. That's like what, next week, the 4th? Yeah.
I was going to go
Unless you got
That's too early.
Snyder. Snyder's probably the one that's holding it up. They don't want Snyder to get any benefits out of it. So if they send it to Washington,
I don't think Snyder holding it up. I don't think it's Snyder.
Who was holding it up then?
Well, first of all, I don't even think the owners yet aren't mad at Snyder. They're going to be getting there. Right now, I think the latest person that they hired is the Stan Kroenke, of the Rams, who's talking about, hey guys, I'm not footing the bills anymore for these lawsuits that we keep getting hit with from St. Louis. So if your name's in it, you better bring your checkbook when you come to court. And they like, hold up, bruh. Part of the reason you in LA and where you are is because you said you would foot the bill for all of this. And that's the only reason we voted to go where it was, to be with the Chargers, because we had another deal that was better, that involved the Raiders, I believe. And we didn't vote for that because of this. And so now you're talking about you ain't gonna keep paying these bills that we only in because apparently somebody's executive went in and signed deposition and like said some shit that pretty much said the Rams broke the league's rules for moving. Yeah. And so like it's a big thing. And so I think they're probably annoyed with Snyder, but right now that thing with the Rams is hurting their pockets. And for anything we know about these rich white men owners is you mess with their pockets, you get their attention.
That ain't gonna be good.
So
yeah,
I'm more interested to see.
That's facts, man. They messing up the business. And the other part is a lot of the owners, they probably got some trails a little bit closer to what Snyder done. So they don't want to point fingers at them too quick for some of this stuff because they know if we just start riling everybody up, like they could be the next one in line. Like, but this other dude, you did a bad business move on the terms of moving the team. Like that's just a whole different look for the media, for everything else. Like we all done some personal dirt, but what you just did right there is just a whole different look. So that's why they just so mad over them over there.
Yeah, and so that's gonna be a story interesting to watch. Speaking of choke games, I'm a little bit worried about the Cowboys. Not gonna lie. Sunday Night Football. Hey man, look.
I thought y'all was football fans.
The Vikings.
Football fans? Y'all football fans. Like football fans. Come on, brother. Y'all the Cowboys. Y'all them boys. Y'all was them. How come y'all be them boys after the game in the fourth quarter? Y'all be them boys. Be them boys before the first quarter.
No. I gotta ride it. Okay. I gotta stay steady, man. I'm not doing this up and down. I'm too old to do this up and down.
Come on, now. Bill, stop. You don't nod at that, Bills. You the Cowboys.
Wait. You on the sidelines. You on the sidelines, and this.
I'm a fan.
What's the expectations for your team?
Whose team? Steve's team?
Yeah.
Oh, we got our rings.
Exactly. And even when you got your rings, you was flying high. You ain't never have to deal with the catch. You ain't never have to deal with Aaron Rodgers throwing a 20-yard bomb to a tight end who I can't even remember their name, caught on a sliding out of bounds. I still remember the play.
They had the flake gate, though.
You said what?
They had the flake gate.
Man.
That ended in a damn ring, Dre. What are you talking about? It ended in a ring.
I'm saying they see trouble and they overcome it.
If it was
that's what I'm trying to explain, brother. They see trouble and they overcome. You got the Vikings overcome it with confidence.
You haven't watched football, so you don't understand. Like the flake gate ended in Randy Moss fucking breaking the receiving touchdown record.
I was a fan then. I was watching then. That was before Kaepernick.
So you know the Cowboys played in the league then, right? And you know they're supposed to be good then, right? Too.
What I'm saying,
but they got a good team now, man.
Yeah,
it's not like them. Cool. It's not those days no more. They got an offense.
You safe,
Got a
baby.
decent
You
defense.
safe.
Yeah, Vikings.
John,
They
you
can score
safe.
enough points to overcome the Vikings, man.
There you go. Fonz, you safe,
I'm
man.
glad we getting this
Say it
on.
with your
I'm
chest.
glad we
We're
getting
gonna
this
knock
on
out the
wax
Vikings.
because
Knock out the Vikings.
I didn't say we wasn't gonna win. I said, it's gonna be closer than expected.
It's always because the defense not solidified.
Y'all know
yet.
y'all
Y'all
don't
don't
coach
have
the
a
team, right? You ain't got to
qualified
coach me.
defense. But y'all got enough
Y'all
offense to win.
That's cool,
Yeah.
but that don't mean it ain't gonna be 21-17 in the fourth fucking quarter.
It's the NFL. That's what it's supposed to be. Hey,
Well,
get
listen,
gonna
we
win,
all
though.
It could be
been
21-0 in the fourth quarter. That's what it can be, and then
Are
we
y'all
could
gonna
be
win? Are y'all
feeding
gonna
Zeke.
win? Are y'all gonna win? Are
Oh,
y'all
see,
gonna
now
win?
you being greedy now.
Nah,
You being greedy. You want to win
See?
by 21-0 rather than 21-17. Come on, man.
Thank you. That's what it's about, baby.
Look, we
Be a
all from the
fan.
DMV area, so we all know that primetime Kirk Cousins is the problem. I mean, is that a thing or
Just
not a
saying,
thing?
man.
I
Oh,
don't
when they
know.
playing
Is that
it?
a
When they
thing?
playing on Monday?
Sunday night in Minnesota.
That's y'all night.
That's
It ain't his
primetime
night.
Kirk Cousins.
That's y'all night. Y'all the Cowboys. Y'all the reason why it's prime time.
No, all right. Kirk Cousins
Oh, you
has
saying this?
already done us in before on prime time.
But that was
He was just
then.
he was
This
just
ain't
wearing a different color
now.
jersey.
That was
You
the
don't know
This
the
ain't
Redskins,
difference.
bro.
now.
You don't know the
Yeah,
difference, man.
division
He's
games.
just-
Division
You don't
games
know.
is
He probably
different,
gonna be
man.
in white. He gonna be like, "Oh, I remember this team. I was in white
You
last
worried
time."
about Kirk Cousins and you got Dak Prescott?
No, I'm actually worried about Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. That's who I'm worried about. We only got one
You
Trayvon
got
Diggs.
your man.
Only got one. We only
Double
got one.
cover the other
That's all y'all
side.
need. Yeah.
Bracket that
I
shit.
mean,
Bracket that
honestly,
shit.
they really gonna run that thing about 25 times with
And that's
Dalvin Cook.
the
That's the
low key
real
part with
problem.
Dalvin Cook. That's the
Right.
real
Y'all
low
can't,
key.
y'all
Like
can't stop down Dalvin. Y'all can't stop go to the Cowboys.
But they got Zeke too,
What?
though. Y'all like who the best
Come on,
running
man.
back in that game?
They got
Who the
Rook.
best
You
running
got
back in
Rook.
the game?
Hold
Keep it
up. We
real. Who the
acting
best
like the
running back?
Vikings are like 10-0 or something. Like, what
they're
are we
3-3.
talking about here? The Vikings, yes, they not good. They're not good. Why are y'all so nervous about the Vikings? They're not good. What are we doing here? Okay, I can see the Packers or Tampa Bay. The Vikings? Come on, man.
All
I
right, I'm gonna
know
pull up
the
their
Cowboys
schedule and
been
pull up
hurt
their
the
wins.
last few years. But goodness, sir, your team is good. Your
Thank you.
team is good.
Your team is good.
Enjoy
Trust me.
winning. Have some confidence in them.
Father, oh, justice. You got like,
Hell
oh,
yeah.
justice
They
road.
like, oh, hell
Brother,
no.
the sun is up. Nah, he about
Hey,
to flash
Cousins
like
beat us
me.
4 years ago when he was at the Redskins on a Sunday
Hey,
night.
yuck it up.
Come on,
All right, man. Yuck it up.
Let it go.
Y'all the Cowboys.
Yuck it
Y'all
up.
literally
Man.
are them boys. If y'all them boys, who else can be the boys if y'all's them?
All right, man. We go see.
I thought y'all was the boy. You're not the boys.
You're not gonna goat me in and getting up. And
So the Vikings is them boys. I'm here. The Vikings is them boys. You coming to their turf, and the Vikings is them. Come on, man. Don't
I'm
even
saying
sound right.
we just paying them proper respect. I'm paying them proper respect.
Man. Well, they got Patrick Peterson too. Patrick Peterson, our age, out there still playing. Come on, man.
I did not say
Let it go.
anything about their defense. I said their receiving
I'm
core.
just
That's
saying.
what I said. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
But if they defense ain't
y'all got
nothing, you can
one,
put as many
too.
points you need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on. Do we think the Chiefs are done?
Done. I'm gonna go on mute. I don't
What?
think so, but
Do we think the Chiefs are done?
No.
Okay.
Why
I'm
we
just
thinking they
asking a
done?
question because I mean they do look pretty
Why we
shitty.
asking that question?
'Cause they do look
How we
pretty
get to
shitty.
that conclusion?
you gonna
'Cause they
ask that
look
question
pretty
saying
shitty.
that they asked Mike Combs that question? Cold blood.
Well, I was getting to that. I mean, we got evidence as to why I could ask that question. There's no evidence as to what, and we'll get to that in a second. What he was asked, like, I mean, they haven't really looked good this entire year, except maybe for like the first game of the season.
What's their record though?
I believe. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
It's like just below 500, right? Only
They might be 2-4.
2-4.
Yeah.
That's not too bad for the Chiefs.
They're 2-4, but hold on. I think one person in their division is like 5-1.
Yeah, I got the Raiders that's leading that division. I think the Chargers are above them in the division.
They're
So
3
they
and
got some work
4.
to do.
Yeah, they're 3 and 4. Vegas is 5-2.
The Raiders. You know the Raiders.
And the Chargers are 4-2, but the Chargers already beat them.
Oh, the Chargers
The
were.
The Chargers got the tiebreaker already. And again, they haven't looked good. They lost to the Ravens. So
Ravens was a good team though.
yeah.
They had a bad loss. My question. My question. It was having been like a bad loss. Like, yo, y'all lost to these Bulls. Have they had that yet? Or they getting their people's best face, and they're not playing well. Like
so, I mean, they're not playing well, and the Titans smashed them, 27-3. No. When you already came back from 24-0 against this team, and then they turn around and smash you 27-3, like smash you. I think it's fair to ask, like, did they break you? Like, was that some Bane shit where like Bane broke Batman's back?
And look,
They
I'm
got
not
to
even
go
mad
get
at them
healthy
losing by
again.
24. Like they can lose by 24, but you can't lose with 3 points if you Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't only score a field goal. Like that's just not a good look for you during any game at any time. Like you got Patrick Mahomes. You never should you score just a field goal through a whole game, and that's the problem right there. I don't care how many points they scored against them, but 3 points is just not enough. They got that Bane treatment for sure. They did but the people.
And the Titans aren't even like a defense that like this is the same Titans defense that let the Jets beat them. Like that's facts. Like that's why the question is being asked. Like this same Titans team just lost to the Jets, and yes, they beat the Bills, and then now they beat the Chiefs. But like 3 points, like you couldn't hit Tyreek Hill for one. You couldn't hit Kelsey for one. I think. I mean, Zach Wilson's carved them up. Like,
give me a garbage time one at least.
yeah, like,
yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
you're right about that.
No.
So
no,
you what's your vote?
The only reason I don't think they've done is because if you told me right now they didn't lose another game for the rest of the season, I wouldn't even be that surprised. And I said, but if you told me that right now, and I asked myself if they won the rest of the games, regular season, of course, for the rest of the year, I wouldn't be that surprised. It's not going to happen that way, but I wouldn't be surprised.
That's a good point.
So I wouldn't say they're done. I mean, we all kind of agree, but it just don't look good right now. It's a bad spot.
Yeah.
I want what Steve said. Steve, you just say no off the top. That's it. Steve, that's all.
Hey, look, my cousin's a Chiefs fan. Like he's been a Chiefs fan for a while. He's saying it's not really the offense, it's the defense. And so you guys know if you need another team within the team to do what they need to do in order for you to be functional, the defense is not holding their part. So they're putting so much extra pressure on the offense that they're doing stuff that's not normally what they do. So then you got Mahomes throwing wild ass passes because they know defense is not going to stop them if they get the ball back, right? Or we need to score so many points. And to be honest, their wide receiver core is not as good as they were last year. And offensive line better, but they haven't gelled together yet. So I'm not going to put them off like it's over with. No, because they still got Pat Mahomes and they still got a really good offense. But I think it's taking a lot longer than they thought to get everything together. They're probably going to have to shift the defense to something a little different where they can't have the Honey Badger running around wild and their other safety running around wild, making up stuff instead of rather than playing the actual defense that's being called, because they are leaving people wide open, they're missing tackles, out of position and all of that. So either one of them safeties not going to play, one of them safeties going to get traded or something.
So what's the problem now?
You can have
so a lot of Honey Badger kind of goes off script. So he like the defense is covered too, and he's supposed to be the back half, but he feels like if I shoot this gap right here, I can make the play. So at least half the field wide the fuck open if he doesn't make the play, right?
But why is it? Like, why is that being happen? Oh, why is something like that? Why is something like that happen?
I mean, that was extreme, but what I'm saying, because they let him play instinctual.
Yeah.
So within the defense, he gets to do whatever the hell he wants to do. The
Right.
problem is the other safety, the white dude, he does the same thing sometimes.
Oh.
And so then he's leaving
the problem.
tight end wide open. and he's supposed to be over the top on a wide receiver because the corner's not that great, but he's not. He's out of position, running plays. They shooting gaps they're not supposed to shoot. All of that. So, either they clean it up, which I don't think they're gonna do, or one of them's gonna be gone.
So they're just playing like free and loose because they the Chiefs. Like what's their mindset? You think?
Not the Chiefs. It's just how they play the position, right? How Honey Badger plays. He does that everywhere he's gone. Like he plays like a rover / linebacker /
You saying the problem with the Chiefs is how he's playing? I'm just saying
that the other safety is doing the same damn thing.
But those two
both
people
can't do that.
Like if they
no.
Saying
so
the rest of the defense is not good enough for them to be doing that.
Do that. That's the thing.
Okay.
And so, but I think Sorensen,
that's heavy.
I think they planned for Honey Badger to do his thing, but I think Sorensen isn't good enough to cover. He isn't good enough to cover the amount of field that they need him to cover because Honey Badger is being a rover, and so all those things adding up is the problem. So the defensive line isn't getting there to make Honey Badger's open area be null and void. So that's happening. Them not getting there is also making him not get there because the quarterback doesn't have to step up or move around or anything. Then the other safety isn't good enough to like cover enough space for anything. So it's just like, Honey Badger area is open. This other safety, if I hold it long enough, he'll player be open even if he's in the right spot because he can't cover. These corners, not really good. Whatever we want, we got.
Damn.
So I think that's kind of the problem with them. So the other thing that happened was Mike Tomlin and him being linked to the USC job. So want to hear what you guys think about that.
All right. So let's see what John's take is. Let's just throw it at him. Let's just say, welcome to the Turkeys.
Oh man! First of all, Mike Tomlin is just a master of the media table and microphone. Every time he gets up there, splash! It's just magic. That's just how he does it. You know what I mean? So I just like the way he approached the entire thing. It's like, why are you bringing this to my table? I'm like one of the most tenured coaches in the NFL. I have no reason to go anywhere else. Like, why is this a problem for me that you bring in here? Like, I just like the way he just owned it up and said, don't bring that to my side. Take it over here. I'm not going for none of it because you don't deserve that, man. You don't hear that for nobody who's like a tenured coach. You hear that for people who's like having problems in the NFL. And don't get me wrong, Steelers are struggling right now, but they've continuously been in the playoffs, continuously been like a really, really good team. So he has no right to be in that conversation. No right. I'm sure they're not talking about that internally at all. I'll let y'all say what y'all think about it, but I think that was just out of nowhere. And it was picked off a feather from one random interview that was done by a person.
So I want to say they think so it's smoke, like it's no, like it's so it's over with, right? Like this will be.
Can I go? I want to go before you.
Yeah, go.
Can I go? Can I go? See, this is where we was my girl in tennis.
Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi. Osaka. Yeah. This is all random people coming up asking random ass questions. Like we need to get back to something. We gotta navigate this because Tom actually has a better record than Andy Reid, and more than half of these coaches in the NFL. Ain't nobody asking none of them coaches about USC. So why would you ask him that question? It's got to be because he's black. But I will say, I think it was just that person asking questions. It might have been a USC person wanted to ask him that and kind of put the feels out there, try to move some things on the USC side to get them to look, in another realm for a coach. But it was an asshole question, to be honest. To ask him that question, that was terrible. But, I like the way, to John's point, I like the way my fraternity brother dealt with the question and laid it straight, made it be known that was an asshole question. Don't be asking me that shit no more. Without saying it like that, though. That was the beautiful thing about it. Yeah. He was eloquent in the way that he was disgusted with that question. I would have been cussing him out. I'd have flipped the table and be like, throwing a microphone at. But of course, I'm not head coach of a multi-million-dollar football team. Well, the Detroit coach, so I probably could be a coach. See, I don't know. Okay, now you can go. Okay,
no, that was perfect. And I agree with both John and Stevenson. Alphonse, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, so when I first saw it, I was like, why is he so mad? I don't really get it. Like, because in my mind, I thought he was a USC alum. Like, because otherwise, it doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense. And then I was like, nah, he's not a USC alum. And then I was like, no, he's not. Fucking, he would. And I thought about it, I was like, he went to William and Mary. They fucking told us that like the past couple of years when the Steelers have been good, they've been like William and Mary. So then I was like, what? Yeah, okay, yeah. I definitely see the anger. And it's like to Steve's point, we gotta narrow down like who gets to ask questions and who gets access. Like, and as someone who's actually been in the journalist like space and like been in locker rooms and shit, and nah, man, like, cause you can't ask dumbass questions. Like, it honestly messes it up for the other journalists in the room who don't have a good relationship with the person speaking. Because now he's mad, and every other question after that question is going to be met with some sort of. The first thought is going to be, is this a dumbass question? It's not going to be listening to answer the question. It's going to be, is this another dumbass question from somebody who I don't have a good relationship, who I know isn't going to ask me dumbass questions? So to Steve's point, like you can't be in the room. Maybe we got to screen these questions. Like, you don't want to screen these questions, but I just feel like it was just like a dumb question from somebody who was trying to get a scoop that wasn't there. And like, just as I think about like, if I was writing a story about this, even if you had a breadcrumb that led you that he might be there, he might be a candidate, that's not a question you ask in front of everybody else. That's a question you try to pull it to the side, because if it is true and you do have a source that's feeding you that, you have now let everyone else in the room who probably has better sources than you, that you have a nugget. And it was always taught to me that you don't reveal you have a nugget till you have it in a story that's a scoop. So I just, oh man, it was wild to hear it. Yeah.
Oh, you went from having a nugget to the dumbest person in the room. That's a bad transition.
Real bad.
Man.
Real bad.
That's the thing. Oh man, tough.
Well, I was cool. I was gonna let it ride until you said William and Mary and that trick or something. It's really like the audacity. Like, even if the angle was like, I'm just a rah-rah fan, but it's like the sheer audacity. And that's even from my perspective, like me realizing what he's done. Like, he didn't play in the pros. And he went from a wide receivers coach to a defensive genius, or whatever you want to call it, to a head coach. And he's only the third coach in history of the franchise.
Got 2 rings.
And it's like, I got 2 rings. Like, if you looked at him and you see his resume at the same time, you may offer him some water. You seem like your whole energy would shift if you knew what he's done. But it's because of he's a black coach. He looks like he's a black coach. That shit's crazy.
But see, I don't even want to give that dude that much credit. Like, to be like, oh, that's a black coach. That's just a dumb motherfucker. That's just somebody who's not in the room of football.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but the fact that he says that is because he just looked normal, but he's abnormal. Mike Tomlin is abnormal. Like, that's a fucking story. That's a Netflix story.
Oh,
he's the third coach
man, don't say that on there. Don't give them no ideas, man. They're not.
They already stole them. Sorry,
well, they ain't gonna pay us for that. No. They
the Gmail.
They know that they ain't had that one. They didn't have that.
Copyrighted.
But to your point, and it's a terrible numbers game. Why would a black man step out of a head coaching job? Just step out of it. As hard as it is to get into it, why would he just volunteer himself out of it just like that? Like,
you think I'm giving this up?
It just wouldn't add up right.
Giving any one of them up, but then giving up this one.
Why would I give? Based on the Wikipedia, I was a wide receivers coach in 1995 for VMI. You think I'm walking away from this job, bro?
At this point,
I have
like
climbed the ascent.
the only way he leaves that job is scandal, or if he decides to. And if there's a scandal, then he decided to because he participated in said scandal. Otherwise, I don't think they get rid of him.
Oscar.
That's it.
I don't
This
think
doesn't
Dennis-
have 3 head coaches the entire
What?
time. 3 coaches, they definitely not firing him. He ain't going nowhere. They don't fire nobody. So scandal.
What
too
you saying,
clean for
Steve?
that.
That's what it is. Okay, Steve joke time. I think what happened was they thought it was Omar Epps. You know how Omar Epps played somebody and he had a USC jersey on? I think that's what it was. They thought it was Omar
it
Epps.
wasn't a USC jersey. It was the whole movie, Love and Basketball. He went to
Love
USC.
Basketball. He went to USC. That's what
he
it
thought
is.
he was an alum.
And
Here
he
we
thought
go.
Omar Epps was.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's what he thought it was. Omar
How
Epps.
come nobody's made that connection? We got to hurry up and make sure we
I
get
just
this
thought
on
of
the
that.
airwaves. Because
Yeah, we
I've
gotta
not
put that
seen
out
that
there.
connection. That's the only way this
That's what
makes
it is.
sense. The only way
They
this
had
makes
saw
sense.
that the night before.
The night
And they was
before,
You
he's
on
like,
point
oh,
too,
Let me
man.
ask Omar Epps if he gonna go coach.
he's like, nah, that's the story.
USC.
If he gonna go back
Okay.
home, come on, Q, come back home.
That's the only way it would work, though. Really, Tom. That's the only way it could work.
The only way it would
You're
make
like, damn,
any
this motherfucker
sense.
talented. He used to play basketball. Now he's
Right.
Super winning coach. Ain't nothing he can't do. Hey, come back, restore the feeling, baby. Just come back and restore the feeling,
USC,
baby. We want to get some of that. We ain't had it. Like the last dope we had, they took that dope away from us, baby. They took his trophy.
Oh, and Omar
Epps
Epps,
would.
the Mike Thomas movie starring Omar Epps. No,
Hey.
I need my copyright. I need something.
Hey, don't forget about
I
the
need to call my
Wood too,
lawyers.
man. He was in that one too over there in the West Coast. Don't forget about
Yes,
the
he
Wood.
was. The
Yeah.
Wood too.
Hey,
Hey, you
Damn.
wanted something, man.
he might
When
thought he
Don
was
went over
Super
there to make
Negro.
movies. You wanted something right there, dog. You wanted something. You
He
wanted
thought he
something.
was Super
that
Negro.
one,
I see you.
Really paying his homage.
Yeah, that was tribute. Like,
So I know you started basketball at USC, and then now you're a head coach. But do you want to come back to USC and help them rebuild and become? Yeah, that's what it really was.
Oh man.
yeah.
So speaking of Super Negroes, Giannis, I just saw a clip. We switching to the NBA. So first I saw Anthony Edwards talking about trying to play Giannis, and he was just like, yeah, it's like a alien. Like
I love Anthony Edwards.
His southern
comments
accent,
are
just how he talks about everything is hilarious. Then I saw a clip of where Giannis did a Euro step in between like 4 Timberwolves, threw it off the glass, caught it, and dunked it in one motion. Like it was 4 of them. He did a Euro step, threw it off the glass, caught it, and dunked it. And then I was like, oh, that's why Anthony Edwards said that. Makes total sense. And like the way they did it on Instagram was the first frame was when it was 4 of them around him. And it was like, huh. And at the bottom it said he ended up dunking this. He threw it off the glass and dunked it after this. And then they showed the video and it was like, oh yeah, okay. I see why Anthony Edwards said what he said. Yep, yep, pretty much Dre. Yep, yeah. That's the film. So I made the comment last week that they look like a team that didn't win the NBA championship, even though they won the NBA championship.
Yeah, they look hungry.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a good thing just to start off the season. I mean, they look good. Some of their potential counterparts in the East don't look good, however. The Nets. Where has James Harden been? Do we need to find him? Did he come back? Did he sneak back to Houston, Steve? Like, is he in the strip clubs in Houston? Because he ain't out there playing. Like, I think last night he only had 14 points. I think this rule change of not giving fouls has really messed in his head. And somewhere along the way in Houston, he just forgot. Like, not forgot. Now he has forgotten, like, if he just plays his game, he'll get the fouls. Like, he doesn't have to hunt the fouls. The reason he started getting all the fouls was because they couldn't really guard him. And that allowed him to hunt the fouls because he know, okay, when I do this move, they're going to be out of position. So instead of me trying to avoid the contact and get the shot off, I'm just going to go into the contact. Well, now he's more like, all right, I'm always hunting the contact. And it's like, no, just play. They showed the clip of him getting past Bam. And instead of going to the hoop for the layup, he tried to stop and cut across in front of Bam. And it's like, they're not calling that this year. Like, that's done. Like, you play too much basketball. You play too much basketball to not be able to adjust on the fly in the moment. Like, we like 5 games in, bro. Just play your game. Play as if there's no refs and go to the rim.
I'm gonna jump in real quick, jump back out. But I agree with everything you're saying. But if we're only going to consider the full regular season games, if it's just 5, that's a lot of muscle memory to try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's years of doing that shit. Like, he might not even be trying. Like, he might really be going to the cup, and something just says, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's a lot. I'm saying give grace. That's all. Give the brothers some grace.
All right. So here's the thing. I would if he was not like the only top 5 player that is seemingly still dealing with this. Like at the beginning of the year, Steph had a couple games where he had to realize. But now Steph is doing 25 in the first quarter.
Can I say something about that? Steph is disrespectful. He'll shoot when you're not even around him. Like, it's a different type of mindset. Like, he's going to shoot from the logo. There's no chance you're going to foul.
It's a peer. So, like, he's a peer. He's a peer of James Harden. That's what I'm saying. His peers, not regular NBA players. His peers, his high-level peers. Kevin Durant's fine.
James Harden would shoot like 300 free throws. Everybody else shoot like 150. Like, this is going to take some time for him to adjust to. Like, and it, like, to Dre's point, it's been years of this. Some of it is he's changed his game into, I'm not going to go for the layup. I'm actually going to look for the contact. So he's changed his game to do that. It's going to take a little time for him to adjust and say, okay, I can't do that no more because I'm not getting a call. I think he's still trying to get the referees to make those calls, and they're not doing it. He's going to adjust. I just think it's on his time. Like the rest of the stars that's around here, it's on his time. We're not changing it to our time. We changed it to his time. He's still trying to get the refs to give him that call. So he's still doing that. And they're not worried about winning right now. They really just getting the team together, formulating, seeing if Kyrie's going to get the shot or not, and they get back into a winning form. But yeah, he's got to make an adjustment, man. He was looking bad a couple of plays. I was like, come on, James. Good Lord, shoot the ball or something. Like, don't just go out. And you know how he is. He'll walk for the next 3-4 plays because he didn't get that call. So, but yeah, he looks bad. The Nets don't look good, but they'll put it together just like the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers don't look good either. They don't. Blowing a 26-point lead last night. Russ getting mad because the young man dunked the ball. I mean, I wouldn't have got tossed out the game for it. I'd have been mad, but they just came back from 26 down. Like, it was a 30-point turnaround. I'm all right. I'm be a little mad. Like, we'll see you again. Cool, we'll see you again. But to get tossed out the game, nah. You look like the salty old man.
Not on game
but
5.
it's Russ.
Like, not game 5 of the playoffs. This is game 5, like regular season game 5. Chill, dude.
Y'all talking about Russell. Russell.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Everything you said is completely correct.
I get it.
This is Russell. Like, Holmes, like, not playing, but I'm saying it's a different level of stakes.
Nah, I understand. No.
It's like not like he's not being able to turn over the Lamborghini. It's like shit won't work. Like, I know I can be zooming through all this, but it's not working. He's like if my Lamborghini wouldn't work, I'd hit something. You gotta be like,
when I said that, I felt like I had to whisper it. I didn't want him to hear me say that about
him.
him.
You're right.
I feel you. I'm like, chill, dude. Yeah, right.
Nah,
run up in my house. Oh man.
So yeah, I'm not too worried about the Lakers either. Honestly, because no one out west has looked like super running away with it. Like, they're talking about everybody keeps trying to pump up the Jazz. I'm like Shaq. I'm not a believer in the Jazz at all, ever. The Suns look okay. The Nuggets look like they need Jamal Murray back ASAP, and he's not coming back ASAP. The Warriors, though, they look surprisingly good without Clay. But I mean, I can't. As is, they're not.
How's that a surprise? Why are we doing this? Why is that a surprise?
You
Did we
said,
talk
why is
about
that
this
a
last year?
surprise?
Yes, why is that a surprise?
Yeah, he did the
We
same thing
talked
last
about this last
He
year.
did the same.
We did this
the exact
last
same-
year.
Yeah, we did. He's right.
The Warriors not gonna be
No,
good.
no,
I said
no.
Steph
Yeah, we
is
did.
on the
Yeah, we did.
team.
Yeah.
Y'all forgot about Steph.
Wait.
Yep.
Yes.
And
So
then he
wait.
scores
You
like
said
50 points
you
at
said
halftime.
no.
And then
You
you're like,
said
oh yeah, the Warriors.
you said he was like a stay or 7-8 seed, right?
That's what they
Yeah.
got, right?
No, right now they top 4. They're 4-0.
No,
They're
I'm talking
undefeated.
about last year.
Yeah, but that's
No,
what I'm
that's
saying.
fine.
That's why. Oh,
Why is
so
it
you had
surprising,
them being because you had them being undefeated. Like right
It's
now in the
5
season.
games. Like you know, I
It
don't care
doesn't
about the
matter.
regular season. You know, I don't care about the regular season.
Yeah.
It's 5 games
So that's
in.
what I'm saying. I didn't have them
But
being
no, they're
undefeated
gonna be in the
5 games
playoffs.
in.
Yes, they're gonna be there
Okay,
without
That's not
without Clay.
undefeated. But them being top 4, that's surprising.
Well, who's the other 3? So you got who's the other 3?
The Lakers are playing bad. You got the
Uh-huh.
Clippers.
Suns.
Yeah.
And you just
Clippers
named
are
the rest
top
of the
4.
teams. That's the playoff teams.
Suns.
So yes, no, I'm not surprised the Warriors are undefeated because nobody's
When you
playing
put it
really
that way.
good. You just got through saying nobody's playing good in the West. So no, I'm not confused about them being 4-0 because I just seen him shoot 13 for 13 in the first quarter and score like 25 points. Yes, no, I'm not. Steph Curry is on that team. They could be like 82-0 sometimes. I feel that. Y'all, he just got through saying he's disrespectful because he shoot from everywhere. They have a good team with Steph Curry on it. That's all they need.
Oh man.
Yeah. That is true.
I mean, it's
So-
all gonna come down to the health, man, with the West. Like, everybody's gotta stay healthy, the biggest players, man. Like, that's what it came down to last year with Anthony Davis. The Lakers not tripping. They don't really care about the regular season. I don't know if it'll come back and bite them, but they're not tripping off the regular season.
Speaking of health, though, so this LeBron thing, he was just took it off night. He was just chilling with that ankle, still an ankle.
Both, but you know, he chilling.
Both. He chilling. All right, cool. All right.
I like
Sure.
Snoop put out the Mr. Glass with AD face on it. Mr. Glass picture with AD
I was
face
gonna be
on it.
mad. I was gonna be mad, but Snoop put it out. Can't be mad. Like when it's friendly
Snoop,
fire, you
lifelong.
can't be mad. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Lifelong.
Lifelong put the friendly fire out. You just gotta laugh and be like, I mean, it is funny. It was funny. It was like, if anybody else put that out, oh, you hate, man. But damn it, Snoop. Damn, right. Yeah, that was funny. Mr. Glass. Yep. And
I
it's,
almost
I
asked
mean,
a question. I'm sorry.
if you watch a Lakers game, like there's at least one time a game where he falls and gets up gingerly and you hold your breath like, fuck. Oh, whew, all right, cool. At least
Part
once
of the
a game.
excitement. It's part of the excitement.
That ain't. I mean, I'm too old to have that type of excitement.
Oh
Like-
yeah, I understand. Trust me, we watch league for sure. So I was almost concerned, because I took the standings. I was like, oh man, well look at the Kings, but they fifth. Fifth is only 2-2 though. Like it ain't like, what I'm saying. It's still, it's really like just 4 teams, and like Steve said, Lakers ain't playing. Damn, the Suns ain't playing well, or the Clippers. Well, what's playing well? It's only the first 5 games.
The Clippers aren't playing well.
What's wrong with them? Oh, because homeboy ain't in the game.
Reggie
No
Jackson
Kawhi.
thinking he
Reggie Jackson.
fucking
In Detroit,
How
Yeah,
else
he
do you
think he
think
back
Reggie
in
Jackson would
Detroit.
play though? Well, how else
Huh?
would Reggie Jackson play? If I gave you a script and I gave you a name, the basketball player is Reggie Jackson, how would you imagine Reggie Jackson playing? Like Reggie Jackson, right? I'm just saying. Just take the time out, think about that. We was
Netflix
watching BET movie. And Netflix, and it came Reggie, and he said, "What's your name, kid?" Reggie Jackson. The whole team like, yo, we got us a motherfucker right here. Like he gotta play those games. He walk in my locker room and he say, "My name Reggie Jackson, bruh. You getting all the passes. You got Reggie and Jackson, not Mark Jackson, not Reggie. I don't know Smith or something. He got Reggie Jackson. Like his first name got nicknames, his last name got nicknames. he got to score 50 or shoot 100. Hey,
Well, he's
you know what I'm
definitely shooting 100. All the shots. I watched the
Because he
Clippers
Reggie
game and I
Jackson.
was like, damn, bro, do you not stop shooting the ball? Like literally every time he got it. And it was like, yeah, Reggie Jackson, 5 for 13. She looked up again from the fucking right corner.
He gonna throw it. He gonna give it to Paul George though. Like really, would you give it to Paul George?
Paul George had 22 the first half. Yes, that game I would give it to Paul George. Exactly. I know he's
a
Paul
good player.
George.
He's a very good player.
I'm shooting. I'm not passing.
Exactly. Because he's still Paul George. It's like it's every year with this. It's the same thing every season. Like, yes, he's Paul George.
They
But
had
he's
other
also
people though.
Paul George. Huh?
Like, yeah, but this wasn't a bad Paul George game. This wasn't a bad Paul George game.
He had great playoff games until he started shooting at the end.
So is Paul a good player or is George a good player? Who's the bomb player?
I think Paul's the hooper. Paul come out the first half. Paul is a hooper. P the hooper. George, not that much. Just based off names. George ain't really light it up. Real quick, guys. Last game, George was who? Murasan. It ain't hot. It ain't popping with the Georges in the league, bro. It's just you just can't have that. Paul P. Yeah, he comes out playoff P. It ain't playoff PG because you got the G in it. You left out the G because the G ain't in you. So I'm just saying, when he P, he's
so
a
whenever
man.
y'all, we just say he got one of them George nights. He having a George night.
It's a G night. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Something like
take it back to the G League.
Yes, G League.
Olu.
Yeah.
Poor Olu at
Tony the G League all-star.
Man.
That's what that happened.
I mean, this is actually pretty. I think it gives him an out because, like, whenever he has a bad game, man, that fucking George guy. That fucking George guy. Goddamn George. He come through. Yo, P was in the building, baby.
All right, fine. Real talk. We got to cut it back. We got to cut it short. I just realized that Olu ain't here to like look at us and make sure we like not go too crazy. I just realized Olu ain't. So yeah. Much love and peace and respect to Paul George and also to our boy Star Life. Catch you in the next episode. Yeah, I want no smoke. I just realized like, that man's a big
definitely be like, I don't know why y'all always, Paul. I just don't know.
Shout out to Starlight.
Indeed. Oh man. Well, we gotta give some shout out to the Wizards. They're kicking ass. They just beat the Hawks tonight. I think by like 11. So.
Oh boy. Y'all gotta fill me in. What's happening? Let the side guy
man.
I haven't watched the games.
Kuzma good all of a sudden. Kuzma was balling tonight.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell me. Kuzma?
It was Kuzma and Bradley Beal came back tonight.
Look, I always said, and people laughed at him and tried to make fun. It's hard to be consistent when they don't give you a consistent role.
Yeah.
So now he knows his role.
Damn. Montrezl
LeBron's fault.
Yeah, Montrezl has been a godsend.
It was a Laker night. All the Lakers ball. Ex-Lakers.
Yeah. So
Laker night. Damn. Might even
LeBron's fault, y'all. Him and Montrezl.
Yo, they had 5 people in double figures. 4 over 20.
Wait, is they still the same
coach? Yeah, I'm about to say DC. Who the coach? They 5-shot brother. What's going on?
Yeah. Like
is it the brother?
Did they get Wes Unseld Jr.?
Wes Unseld Jr., baby.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They got rid of Scotty Brooks. Like I've been clamoring for years. Years. Get rid of him. Years.
Yes.
I knew something was in this different sauce.
We gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this, man. They get rid of Scotty Brooks, right?
Yeah.
And instantly they win the first game of the season. You said what? No. For what I'm talking about, we don't need to be 5 games in. The Wizards had
with the season. I'll make sure.
He said, "Calm down. This 5 games in. We shouldn't dump too much on Scotty Brooks because it could go all south." Fair.
Okay.
But the Wizards had won the first game in like 7 years. A lot of those was with Scotty fucking Brooks.
Let it breathe.
You can't win one game. You can win one game. You can win the first. It's like everybody know.
Play with some gusto.
First day of the school, you get a new fit. You get a new outfit. You plan all summer for the new outfit. So we talking about high school senior fucking up this fucking up the outfit. You have 4 years. So you telling me every first day of school you come with a cruddy
I like that
bad,
analogy.
a ridiculous ass outfit. And
I like that analogy.
Then you go to college. You go to college, you from out the under, you from new, you a new person. Your first day of school fit in college. That's what I felt like just happened here.
Okay. Stepped out fresh.
Like, and I'm saying, man, they could have sent the Wizards to the boarding school, got rid of Scotty Brooks, and they could have stepped into the boarding school, been new people, like new
people.
Just saying, man.
I mean, Scotty Brooks ruined a lot of kids' first games, man. That's a shame like that. You know what I'm saying?
Get ready for the season.
That's it. You
couldn't plan for it. You know it's coming. You know the first game of the season. You know your opponent. Like, you couldn't tell me you couldn't scheme up something to get you a win. Oh, come on now. All those teams wasn't bad.
You know, take time ball back. Just being talk shit and shit. Like, move on. Can y'all take it back?
Take who back?
Wow.
No, you keep them. No. We flipped the $40 million contract you gave us. We flipped ours. You stuck with yours. You should have tried to flip them when you could. We flipped ours, babe. The Wizards flipped theirs. They was like, oh no. Oh, he want to go to LA? Let's make that happen, baby. See ya. And you guys got him playing Jalen Green and one-on-ones, trying to reclaim the mountaintop like he's, bro, you're not playing no more. Like, does he even suit up?
Damn, you ain't playing no more.
No, he don't suit up, right?
Oh, that's I can't.
Yeah, they trying to get him out of there, trying to negotiate a buyout, and so like he ain't really playing.
Wait, who posted that clip? Did he post that clip or that was ESPN? I saw the clip. I don't make sure like he wasn't trying to do a PR move, was it? Oh
no, because but that's not good PR. Like that's not good PR.
That's all he had to show. But he needs to get out of the game, man. It ain't the work that Green needs. Positivity in life.
This is very true. So kind of perfect timing as we wrapping up with the NBA to circle back to the NFL. The last undefeated team is going down. So the Cardinals are they just lost pretty much 24-21. Kyler Murray threw a game-ending interception in the end zone on a drive.
Like a Hail Mary situation?
No. They got the ball back. Aaron Rodgers fumbled on the one going in with 3 minutes left. Kyler Murray got the ball back at the one and went all the way down and then threw the interception in the other end zone. And I didn't see the play, but I'm pretty sure they were in field goal range already. So
it was close. Went 5. K1 to Copper.
You know, pretty sure we'll see how the game ended, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find a way to put this on Cliff Kingsbury.
Playing good though. It ain't, they've been doing good. It ain't that bad. All the ex-Texans, they hurt. So, it's all right. They can lose this game.
Man, it's gonna look bad because they got all the people out, all the coaches out. It's gonna look bad on them, man. That's the only reason. They just won this game with nobody.
Well, I mean, they had Aaron Rodgers, and I actually like the fact while I would like for a team to go undefeated, having watched the Patriots try to do it, I recognize that is a whole lot. Like you plan like once you get to like 12-0, every game after 12-0 is a Super Bowl it's a Super Bowl type of game. And so the way the league is, it's just a war of attrition regardless. So if you're already undefeated and you're trying to be that much better than everybody else, and you throw in the stress of everybody's Super Bowl, so everybody bringing that energy, it ain't even really worth it. Like, how many teams was in the league when the Dolphins went when they went undefeated.
Man, don't do that. Do that.
I'm just asking,
why you
man.
always taking accolades from the old school? They
I'm
played
not taking
everybody they were
accolades on
supposed to
it.
play and
I just
won.
asked. I know. I'm just saying, how many people are in the league?
I mean, how many people on the earth? It was less people then, so it was less teams. Just let it go.
So my only concern was that they might say, let's just slow down the kind of hype train. Like, that's my concern. The media gonna try to flip and say, let's just pump the brakes on this kid. Or is it, all right, get him next time? Like, what kind of vibe you think they're gonna give him?
Well, I don't think it's going to be as much pump the brakes as it is because he didn't really play that bad. That was more of like the Packers defense showing up. But at the same time, what is this, his second year? Third year? Third year? Third year, first year balling out. Like, I want him to do well, but like, I'm not like jumping over joy. Like, I'm not jumping over the test to defend him. Like, okay, like, he's still a shorter quarterback. So like, if you keep him in the pocket, it's a problem because he's naturally what? I'm just saying.
It's just funny because you know why we laugh as Alphonse. You know why we laugh because if he was a point guard.
You don't like short quarterbacks either. Jesus, he can play.
Sorry, John.
He can play. I'm not saying he can't play, but I'm saying like.
So real quick,
for me, it's not like it's like he jumped over Lamar Jackson.
Play point guard.
And it was like, bro, Lamar Jackson has been doing this for like 5 years, and he still gets dumbass comments about him, man. Like, you entering your third, and everybody putting you over him. Like, I just can't jump on that train.
I wasn't saying do that. Nah, I ain't saying do that.
I'm not saying you saying that, but that's been like a prevailing thing. Like, Kyler's an MVP, and Lamar is taking it. The league has figured him out. What? Like, what?
Oh, they gotta say something in the head. Yeah.
So what you saying that I do want to see what the media is gonna say about that last pick tomorrow, because if Lamar did throw it, I know exactly what they would say. So I am interested now to see tomorrow's headlines and so.
Because Franz, it's also like, I get what you're saying, and I wasn't saying like what I'm saying. Like, it's because it's also Rodgers. Like, it's a clear contrast. They could present it as a clear contrast. As he ain't quite got what the other side got, and that's sometimes that type of group of story. And not from the peer group. Also, he's not ready to be even in that group.
No. So looking at that, looking at the pick, they not going. AJ Green didn't even turn around. AJ Green turns around, the ball is caught for a touchdown. They're not saying that. If anything, they're saying, why are you running? They might say, why are you even putting the ball in his hand to run to throw the ball?
Because what you said.
I'm looking at the pass, if AJ Green turns around, like, it's literally right. AJ Green just goes like this. He catches the ball and dude doesn't go through him. Like, the corner had to tip the ball and drag his feet because AJ Green didn't turn around.
So D-Hop ain't come back in this game, right? He got the hands.
No, we did. I saw him play again. Okay. He played a couple plays. He played like a couple series. Caught a pass. Got a first down. I ain't seen him open up, but like, he was out there enough to make them respect it.
Yeah. He was out there on that last play?
That I don't know. They just showed they were at like the 10.
Oh, man.
So they were like the 10 with like 20 seconds left, down 3. So like,
that's good then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's good. All right, cool.
But I'm just saying they don't like Cliff Kingsbury. They like Kyler Murray more than they like Cliff Kingsbury. So I'm pretty sure we're here.
Why don't they like him?
Because he ain't never won shit as a coach anywhere. And he's
who's the media or like analysts?
I mean
that's
all of
them. The hit on him was he couldn't win with Patrick Mahomes. That was the hit on him for real. I mean, the biggest hit on him was he couldn't win with Patrick Mahomes.
Right?
Yeah. But he also was coaching Texas Tech, right?
Yeah.
Texas Tech, they sprayed out.
You see Texas Tech beat Texas with Michael Crabtree. I think we can agree Patrick Mahomes is a better football player than Michael Crabtree. So why couldn't you win? How come we never?
Had Tyreek Hill. Yeah, he throwing it to
Two
six
star-
receivers. That ain't Michael Crabtree.
Motherfuckers from
Okay.
Arizona.
No, and I'm not saying they slouches, but like it's not that. I mean, it's presented as it seems it appears as if it's presented that it should be automatic. You got Pat Mahomes and you play for Texas Tech, you should be winning something. I don't see it as that simple math in college, at least. In college, especially.
You had him for 3 years and you couldn't design an offense to win something in a wide open Big 12 where they play no defense. Yeah, that's a
the
problem.
conference matters there.
This is not like we saying they going against Alabama and we expecting them to be the SEC champions. They played in the Big 12, dog. Like the Big 12 don't play no defense, and we
after all the teams moved out.
We ain't even get nothing from Patrick Mahomes. Like,
but what? Yeah, you're right. But I'm
up.
saying that same coach is 6-0, 6-7, is 7-1.
Oh,
right
what did he do last year? What was his record last year?
No, but I want. Wait, I mean, it takes time to get your system in place.
No, it doesn't. All right, but no. See, that's what we saying. Okay. No,
wait, it don't. Why am I formerly a Redskins fan?
You said what? Because
you said it don't take time to get your system together, and I'm saying it does take time. You think
what I'm saying is you get the right, you get the right coach, you get things moving. Like you can see movement.
That's what we're doing right now.
Got a good quarterback. They got a team. They won.
Once the Redskins or the football team gets a quarterback.
They had the same quarterback last year with the same wide receiver last year. And they didn't do anything last year.
But the wide receiver went off, right?
No, the team went off. He's not the offensive coordinator. Like, we don't judge him on the offense. We judge him on the team, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is.
Wait, who we talking? We talking about Mike Rivera right now?
No, we talking about Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay, cool. Making sure.
Yeah. I'm in agreement. That's what I'm saying. Rivera came in and he showed changes. He showed movement in the right direction. Like, the Cardinals were still the Cardinals last year. They literally that's why they're the darling this year. Because no one saw this coming. This isn't like we planned for the Cardinals to be good and it was like, coming in this year, man, the Cardinals gonna be great. It's like, oh shit, the Cardinals are 7-0.
It was in the game. It was the game. They pretty nice on Madden, so I figured they're gonna have it. I've been winning I win most of my games playing as the Cardinals, so I assumed it was good. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I came from Fantasyland. I was like, yeah, that's what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Like, yeah, I'm like, it's awesome because I was winning games. It's a struggle playing with the Redskins. Or sorry, the Washington football team. I'm like just above 500. With them Cardinals, I might have lost 2 games. So that's why I thought they would leave. I apologize. I did travel in from Fantasyland.
Just trade Kyler Murray to the WFT. You'll be all right.
Bro, I drafted me a nice little Negro from Clemson. Woo! We won our first game with some Cowboys. Brother got 99. He got like 99. He had like 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 agility. Arm strength is 93. Whew. I mean, it is pure bliss. And I'm only in week 2. I'm talking. Then I drafted him. Oh, his name is what's his boy's name?
Reggie Jackson.
It's something
Reggie
like
Jackson.
I might change his name tonight, bro. He scored. If I throw 4 more touchdowns tomorrow, I'm changing his name to Reggie Jackson because it's gonna sound a lot better. Because I think his name was like yeah, it don't matter. It's Reggie Jackson now. Reggie Jackson. We about to win the Super Bowl.
It's the Reggie Jackson episode.
I'm changing his name.
Oh man.
Jackson Rose Gold. Jackson. Oh, sorry, my bad. I apologize for that.
No, I guess the last thing we can end up on is I saw that the NBA on TNT is no longer a Thursday night event while football is taking place. It is moved to Tuesdays until football season is over, which I was like, makes sense because I definitely don't turn to the basketball while. And I saw on Twitter somebody was like, "Well, why would they do that, man? The Thursday night games don't even be good." I'd be like, "All I did was I hit reply. I put the top 10. I did the top 50 most watched programs of 2021, and I was like, this is why the TNT doesn't even appear till number 44, and that wasn't even with the NBA. That was with college basketball. This is why they was like, you know what? Y'all got it, big dog. It's okay. Y'all got it. Everybody already know us. They just follow us to Tuesday when it ain't no sports on there. Ain't no football, ain't no college football, nothing. It's just basketball, just us.
Clear block.
That's smart.
Clear block. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like you can keep landing on boardwalk if you want to, but you don't get checks. Come on, land on boardwalk. Come on, I got hotels in that motherfucker. Trust
right
me,
here.
I'll play this shit in London. Well, let me play London games on Tuesdays. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
So but I think that's it for me. Anybody have any sports stories they want to add or bring up?
I want to ask John a question, Ken, because we do this in the beginning, in the beginning of the year. So, and you kind of got the upper hand now, but how you feeling about your Bills, man? It's on your chest. Speak about it. What's the forecast? What we gonna have in the season? Where we gonna go? Is it ring time? I'm just saying.
So our quick Bills forecast right here. All right, early season, Josh Allen MVP. Just go ahead and put a quick bet on that if you want to. The odds are not as good as they were at the beginning of the year, but they're still good. Second thing, we at least AFC championship bound. I would say that. Man, the AFC got stacked. Titans are good. Ravens are good. Chargers are good. Chiefs are going to be back. If we can catch a home field, we can get to the AFC championship. Now, we get to the Super Bowl, I won't even talk about our history there, so I won't even bring up the Super Bowl right there because we've been 4-time losers 4 times in a row, so I don't want to bring that up. But we got to make that right at some point. But I really do think that we have a legit shot at least competing in the AFC. Having 7 teams, that helps too, you know what I'm saying? Because if you slip up, you always can get that 7th spot. This is the wild card. And from there, anything can happen. So that gives me some confidence just in case. And also, man, the division looking weak this year. I mean, the Patriots ain't what we thought they were. Miami didn't take the step we thought they were going to be. The Jets are just Jetsing all over the place. So if nothing else, you just win that and you in. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to get in. Just get the division. The Patriots did that for years, just eating off of all of us bums. So you get the division, we in, and I feel confident in that for the most part.
Okay.
So the Dolphins going to win by 4 touchdowns, right? I mean, the Dolphins going to lose by 4 touchdowns this weekend, right? Bills going to win by 4 touchdowns? Bills?
Man, put a dub, just a dub. I won't put just 20 points. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a good field goal kicker.
You going with Vegas? You rolling with Vegas?
I don't want to shortchange our field goal kicker. He good, you know what I'm saying? Tyler Bass, I want to shortchange.
See, that's how Vegas makes their money. So like they be like, you go win, but we go win by 14. They're going, and then they win, and they win by 10.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm with you. I'm just saying it's a bye week, though, baby. Bye week. Got a Bills.
Man, have some conviction in your team. Have some confidence, both of y'all.
Listen, we ain't been here that long.
See, that's we understand. It's kindred souls, man. Like
that's it.
Maybe just I'm a Patriots fan. For the longest, we were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna win by like 15, 20, you know.
See? That's what it is.
Y'all had to
maybe that's what it is. It's maybe just me.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
All those times, what was happening? Yeah, those first couple years, the Patriots wasn't like we gonna win by 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
In their baby stages, they was like, we just try to get to the playoffs. We get to the playoffs, we know that magic happens. Then once they know, hey man, we good. We go get this ring. Then they start feeling that 4 touchdowns. See, it's a different feeling when like you ain't got no recent history to be like, yo, this will end in the ring.
Steve, you've been at the party. Yeah, you 4 beers in. You've been chilling, man. We just got the invite. Like they still asking us at the door for our names.
We barely got the invite. They was checking our names. They had to double check this shit. Like first time name shit. Oh, there it is. All right, come on in. And then when we get in the party for Dallas, we stub our toe and spill a drink on ourselves. We got to leave immediately.
I had to go back and change our shoes. They made us go back to the car, man. Change the shoes.
Talk about Steve. You go first because I got something to say about Alphonse. Nothing about John. I respect John. Because John, Bills fan, dig it. Why Alphonse try to act like he out front can't get in with you? Alphonse got VIP, bro. Don't let Alphonse trick you, bro. He acting like he can't get in the door. But bro, he played for the Cowboys. You gonna say
the person that come into the party and spill a drink in the party constantly don't get.
Wait, would you say that was the first word you said? The person that comes into the party. Boom. Stop. Every party, Fonz. Ain't a party the Cowboys can't go to. It ain't a party the Cowboys don't go to. It. You was like, yeah, man, I was at the door with the Bills. It was a struggle to get. Like, bro, but you own the club.
They bring me out an appetizer or something, dog.
You know what's real fun? Hey, John, it just hit me. Steve, be my governor on this one. He got them 2 rings off. He ain't trying to talk too much smack, dog. I'm just saying, you might want. Now I thought about that might be the real play, John. I'm just saying, we all brothers in here, but it's still fans. So he's like, yeah, got them 2 rings though. Just saying, those bad
back to
memories.
back
But,
at that. You know what I'm saying? Back
come
to
on,
back at that.
bro. And now he go out of here outside with you. You
Hold on, Dre.
nah, man.
How you gonna act like y'all ain't get one off us too?
Man,
Now we go on mute.
Hey,
It's like, I'm
baby.
on mute. My bad. What?
It was just one
Okay,
year
you know why?
earlier.
You know why,
It was
John? You
just
know
a
why,
year
John?
earlier.
You know why, John? You know why, John? I'm a recovering addict. It was so bad for me, I had to walk away. Sir. And I still take my nicotine patch, as you can see, Reggie Jackson, about to be the quarterback for the. See, Alphonse, that's why James Harden keeps trying to get fouls. I keep saying the R team.
football team.
It's hard. The football team. But yeah, John, you're right. It was so bad for me, I had to walk away, my brother. And now I could just look at scores, not be attached. But trust me. I have a picture of me with my hat tilted to the side outside the stadium. I didn't even dress like that. But I was going to a football game. I thought I had to dress like that. Like I was like, yeah, I had like a paraphernalia, I had a jacket. Yeah, bro. I was tapped in. John, you know what seats I went to? My family's owned seats. Yeah, we were. What's that word? I forgot the word. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to joke. So, season ticket holders. Yeah, bro. I had it in my name at one point. We were doing that downtown stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how much of a fan I was, bro. I just looked at my dad like, why you don't care no more, bruh? It's a tight thing. So what I'm saying is, watch out for the boys.
Amazingly, you've been away for all this time. And that part is still not gone a single moment. It's still right there. So, but I think we can start to wrap up the show. Trying to think. Do we want to do
anything happen? Nah, I ain't gonna. You got to go out. Well, Dusty's playing, so the GOAT's in progress.
Yeah.
GOAT is in progress. So hopefully he pulls it out. So by next week, if there's a possibility, we wrap up by now. No,
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah,
it's possible.
So we'll
because they playing in Atlanta 3 times in a row. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, it's 2-3-2.
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. Why do that?
I don't know.
Let's travel.
Like the World Series.
Let's travel.
Yeah, but it's World Series.
Yeah. Oh. And they do it for basketball.
Get your ass on
the basketball, they do the same thing.
It's 2-3-2 in basketball? I thought it was 2-2-1-1-1.
Yeah.
Well, I think they just changed it back. It was 2-3-2 for like the longest because it used to be the Lakers and the Celtics all the damn time. So instead of having to fly back and forth, they was like, we know who gonna be here, so 2-3-2. Like
even regular flights too.
Regular flights.
We'd be on a flight with them right next to us. Like, yo, what up?
I just checked the schedule.
I'm on Con Air. You dig it? I'm on Con Air, baby.
The World Series will be done by next time we record. So Game 7 is scheduled for November the 3rd. So
I need a 30-second quick response take. What the fuck going on with Clemson?
Oh, this is shall we say the chickens coming home to roost for Sir Dalbo Sweeney. You want to talk about players getting paid and all this and all that, and Clemson is the best, yada yada yada. Oh, there, buddy. Oh, there, buddy.
I was hoping it was something like that.
There, buddy. No. Now you're losing fucking Pitt to Pitt.
Yeah, that's what part of the question. I was confused.
Pittsburgh.
I thought it was a joke. It was like, yeah, this quarterback, he's the funniest. And I saw a clip of a Pittsburgh quarterback talking about the game, and the people behind him looking sad with Clemson players. And I had to Google. I don't know what world this is in.
Thought you was bizarre world.
I didn't trust it. I was like, this ain't an ESPN clip. You're not gonna trip like, haha, gotcha. I Googled, like, damn, they lost. They 3-2-3, 3-2. Something like that.
Something. They not making the playoff. They not making anything. Go ahead, Steve. What you got to say?
All right, they playing Florida State this Saturday.
Ooh.
Hopefully we can kick their ass while they down.
You get the boots.
We used to be Clemson. And then they flipped it. So now we can flip it back. Hopefully we win. All the niggas roll that they, went over there because they thought they're gonna win titles. They get in the portal, get on up out of there. And Florida State get back in there, you know what I'm saying? Back to where we're supposed to be. Because God damn it, I'm so damn frustrated. Every Saturday, I'd be like, oh, we play UMass though, and I was happy. Man, we
Okay.
It was 59-3. Like we ain't scored 59 points the whole rest of the season. we beat the hell out of UMass. I like that. But yeah. Clemson, yeah, the church money that ran out. So they got like 20 people hurt though, for real. And then like 11 of them were starters or something crazy. Like it's a lot of hurt people on their team. And the quarterback playing like shit. So that's all good. Hopefully pull it out. It's in Death Valley though, so I don't know. They probably
I thought it'd be like a night game. It's 3:30.
I'm not too worried about it.
Everybody what 2-2 in the conference. I think they 4-3 or some shit. 4-3, and then Florida State 3-4.
Yep.
That's not nighttime numbers. That's not nighttime numbers.
Yeah.
That's middle of the day numbers.
I mean,
it's gonna be good.
It's better than high noon numbers. They ain't high noon numbers though.
Yeah, they high noon.
Nah,
it's still Clemson to Florida State, but it ain't.
Depends. It could be high noon. You get the so.
I mean, if you're the prime time high noon, yeah, I got you. You kicking off.
It's still the South. You can't be.
Because Michigan State is noon this week.
It's up north. It's up north in the middle.
It's warmer. It's cooler, rather.
Yeah, it's cooler up there. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you. Damn, I was about to talk. I just thought about. I can't remember some game.
College football.
Yeah. Oh, so the nighttime game, they actually got screwed over by that ghastly non-overtime game, which they shouldn't even say non-overtime. Like, it shouldn't even go into the record books as like a non-overtime. If you don't score in overtime, it don't count. It was just a fucked up drive. Like, because saying it was non-overtime and they didn't score in 5 of the overtimes is like, wasn't really non-overtimes, bro. It was just like it was like a scrimmage and y'all did 10 plays and like niggas didn't score that time. Like, all right, our 10 plays ran out, nobody scored. Flipping and do it again. That's what it was like. I don't even count that as non-overtimes. So like Penn State went from having 1 loss to 2 losses, so they went from like the top 10 down to like 20th, and so they're playing Ohio State. So it's a primetime game because Ohio State's number 5 or some shit. And so they're really good. But now it's like Penn State got 2 losses. So it's a little bit of shine off it. But if you actually like watch college football, you're like, Penn State just, they couldn't score on 1 play. Like, I thought the overtime changes were a good rule. But like after seeing them in action, that shit is the dumbest shit ever. So like after the 3rd overtime, you just run in plays from the 3-yard line. Bro.
Tug of war?
Bro, I run 3 plays. If I score, you got to score in your 1 play. Your 1 play from the 3-yard line. 1 play. So nobody could slip. Everybody got to run a route. Like, otherwise we could play all day. That's why it was non-overtime.
I don't know if they practice this? Like, did they actually run through this and was like, yeah, this will work? Or did they just say, okay, we just give them 1 shot and just run out with it? Because like and I'm thinking of it when they said it, I was like, damn, what if they just don't score? Like, what if it's they just 2 bad teams and they just can't score? Because you like get 1 shot, like 1 play.
You get 1 play?
You get 1 play. And if you score, they get a shot. And if they score, then it goes back.
I thought you said 3 plays. You get 1 play?
After the 3rd overtime.
1 play from
so they got the teams running back out there and platooning?
Yes.
And now they accounting for that type of energy being expelled? Oh,
yes.
Nonsense.
It was just shit show.
They started to show they cracks.
They should just say
it's 12 o'clock, ain't Wi-Fi. But they started to show they cracks. Like, sometimes they make a nice stuff and the seams be good. They seams these lately. You be like, why are they even running this stuff? Like, they showing they cracks a little too much. There's a lot of like, that ain't thing. I ain't know about that one. But
yeah,
I saw some earlier. I was like, wait, they allowed it to happen? They used to be more sharper than this. Like, yeah, okay. So that's wild. 1 play?
1 play.
So wait, what was the 2? What happened like, at the end? They just let them kick it. What happened?
So, all right. So here's how.
No extra points.
There's no extra points.
1 play.
Clemson's do slip on their play, and they didn't score. And then on Illinois'
State.
play,
Penn State.
Penn State's. They were so tired. The dude was open from 2 seconds from the play start. Wide the fuck open from 2 seconds from the play start. He literally had to run across the field open the entire time. Stop, because the dude, so like he was on the left side. And so dude got the ball and like immediately rolled right for whatever reason. He didn't really have pressure. But like had he just stayed in the pocket, dude was literally open. It was like
A drag
1, 2,
from
open
the left
to the
back of
right.
the end zone.
Like
But he just kept dragging over because the quarterback
he was
didn't
wide
see him.
open.
And he just like running
He was
like
open. He's just open the entire
Me.
time. And finally the quarterback saw him like, oh shit, he's open. And threw it to him. And that's how the game ended.
yeah, everybody was tired. It was weird.
Yeah,
Man.
it like at first I was like, damn, why did they let him get that open? He must have shook somebody. Then they went back and showed the play. And I was like, God damn, he was open from the beginning of the play. Like literally, like
Then it's
I know
like the 3-yard line. So like they get the ball in there, running it in. So one team was running in, and the next team running in. The next team running
Oh, gotcha.
in. So it was like,
Oh,
when this go
I was wondering
in?
how it was a zeros because no one really got a point because
No, you don't
squashed it
score.
all out. So I don't think
yeah.
it's a succession of just poor plays. It's
no. It is a succession of
Oh.
there was a
turned out
couple
to that.
overtimes.
It turned into that.
Scored.
Yeah,
But
turn
then,
into
like,
that.
from the fifth overtime to like the 8th overtime, nobody scored. So it was like they ran the ball and they didn't get 3 yards, they got 2. Okay, all right, cool. Penn State, they tried to throw a pass. The pass is dropped. All right, zeros. Run it again.
Stop.
All right. Try to do it again. All right.
That was weird.
I'm just like,
they slipping.
so
They let that happen.
yeah.
It was Arkansas's fault. Arkansas and Ole Miss when they had that like 6 overtime game, all the suspense, and it was late at night. That's when they changed it. Or that's what prompted them to change stuff.
At least with that one,
But that was fun though.
They were scoring.
Yeah.
Right, that was fun. Like they was out there slanging that thing,
It was
scoring.
balanced.
This was just like cold in the fucking upper northeast, just cold, and just boom, just getting hit and nobody scored.
Man.
I mean, they looked.
It was just bored because it was the Big 12.
Well, all right.
They don't really
the Big
score.
10. It was the Big 10.
The Big 10. I'm sorry, Big 10. My bad.
So maybe they wasn't scoring. It just looked colder to me, but it felt colder. It felt like they was up there cold. So, we could go ahead and wrap up here. First off, want to thank John for coming on and joining with us. It was definitely a pleasure having you. We definitely have you back again, especially if the Bills make it to the Super Bowl. You'll definitely have an appearance, but definitely before that, probably to see where
I was about to say he's never gonna come. He's never coming back.
You gotta watch out for him. You gotta watch out for the Patriots fans.
No man, go Bills. My bad. Bills Mafia. I don't want to back me.
See, and that's how Fonz supposed to be talking to you as a Cowboys fan. But Fonz got, what I'm saying, Brown's a good brother, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna never come back.
Nah, man. We hope it's not that. So definitely thank you for joining us. Thank you, folks, for thank you for tuning in. We'll be back here next week. Can't lie to the fans. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to make this Sunday picks. We ain't been. Sunday just be a chaotic time in the mornings. So trying to hop on the Instagram, but we are working through some things, trying to get some videos put together for Sunday picks. So we'll let you know when that comes out. But the live IG Sunday picks is a to be determined. So definitely look for us wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. We're literally wherever you get podcasts. Search us up, Jive Time Turkeys. And until next week, peace.
Peace.
Go Astros.